Quinn Ewers. Oh, the Texas man with the poison swagger in him. Now he has a chance to help Texas beat their rival in Oklahoma, as Texas has been back as a national power. This is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Quinn Ewers emerging as a superstar quarterback in college football. Quinn Ewers might not get the hype that some of these other quarterbacks are getting in college football, but he has certainly put Texas back on the map big time. The development of Quinn Ewers has been impressive to watch as well, since many people wrote him off earlier in his collegiate career. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So here it is. Is Quinn Ewers a legitimate superstar in the making? Absolutely. I love watching Quinn Ewers on tape. Quinn Ewers is an amazing quarterback. This dude has a rocket for an arm. He is so poised, so tough in the pocket, and he makes all the big time throws. Sure, Quinn Ewers doesn't put up the best stats in the world, but this dude is a winner. Quinn Ewers has helped turn around Texas big time. When is the last time that Texas has been this relevant as a national power? It has been years since Texas has been this good at football, but this is exactly what Quinn Ewers has done. This dude has been a tremendous leader. He's been able to elevate the entire program around him. He's been able to elevate the supporting cast around him. And you look at the way how Texas loves Quinn Ewers. The fans love him. The players love him. The coaches love him. And it has translated on the football field, because that's exactly why Texas has not lost a football game yet this year. When you watch Texas play, you're thinking, wow, they got a real leader playing at quarterback. Yeah, Quinn Ewers isn't going to put up the best stats in the world because he's only thrown for 10 touchdowns so far. But what he's going to do is that he's going to be poised in the pocket. He's going to hang in there, and he's going to deliver all the tough throws to his playmakers, and he's going to be a leader for them. When you watch that Texas-Alabama game, that game told me Quinn Ewers is going to be a star in the making. Whoever gets Quinn Ewers in the NFL is going to be blessed with him. Quinn Ewers is going to be a special player in the NFL. This dude is so tough. He plays with nails in his pockets all the time. This dude has no weaknesses when it comes to the intangibles, and he also has a cannon for an arm too. When I watch Quinn Ewers play, I see a lot of Matthew Stafford in him. Anyways though, when you look at Quinn Ewers though, he's been accurate with the football. He's been able to throw downfield. He's been doing a good job protecting himself in terms of sack ability. He's been able to get 5 rushing touchdowns as well. Quinn Ewers isn't really much of a runner you would think on paper, but that's exactly what he's done. He's done a great job being able to run in the red zone. Obviously, you look at the running game that they have. They got Jonathan Brooks. He's been really good for them. He's already ran for 5 touchdowns. You look at the receiving game. They've got Xavier Worthy. They got Adonai Mitchell. They got the tight end Sanders. He's been really good for them as well. And they got Jordan Whittington. I mean, look, Texas, they've been playing really well. Give a lot of credit to Steve Sarkisian for what he's been able to do in terms of turning around that Texas program, because when Steve Sarkisian inherited that Texas program, it looked like it was dead in the water. And for Steve Sarkisian to turn around Texas the way that he has, he deserves a lot of props for that. When I picked Texas to make the college football playoff before the season started, a lot of people are like, whoa, what you doing? How are you picking Texas to make the college football playoff? Aren't you forgetting about LSU? Aren't you forgetting about Tennessee? How could you be so high on Texas when they didn't even win the Big 12 last year? And I'll say, watch out, because they finally got Quinn Ewers healthy and ready to go. They finally got the running game all set up. Defensively, they're not perfect, but they're getting better each and every week in there. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, this Texas team is low-key stacked. It's like, oh man, they just got to put it all together. If they can put it all together, watch out for this team. And I was thinking, man, if they could just beat Alabama in week 2, they got a real shot at making the college football playoff this year. And Quinn Ewers has paid off that prediction by being able to ball out and play some of the best football in his career. This dude was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, and this dude went to Ohio State for a year. He doesn't necessarily get playing time because he's stuck being behind CJ Stroud and Kyle McCord. So he ends up transferring back to Texas, and you're thinking, okay, he didn't necessarily work out Ohio State. Now he's going to go to Texas. Now he's going to have to go ahead and prove himself, and he doesn't play a great year last year. Obviously, you could tell that Quinn Ewers was not 100% and that he was playing through injury. But Quinn Ewers finally said, you know what, let me go ahead, get healthy, get myself healed up, and let me go ahead and play some of the best football in my career. And that's exactly what Quinn Ewers has done. Quinn Ewers has gotten stronger. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's accurate with it. He stands tall in the pocket. He's poised. He doesn't let pressure affect his play style. And he's been able to elevate the entire Texas program around him. Now, ultimately, what is Steve Sarkisian not telling you about Quinn Ewers? He is not telling you that Quinn Ewers is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. You can talk about Caleb Williams. You can talk about Shedeur Sanders. You can talk about Drake May. You can talk about Bo Nix. You can talk about all these different quarterbacks. But when it comes to toughness, Quinn Ewers is going to be at the top of that list. This dude plays tough as nails in the pocket, and this dude can scramble around, and he has a lot of ability to make plays happen, especially when he is under pressure. This dude has all the intangibles in him. He has a lot of moxie in him, and I'm surprised that Quinn Ewers has not, quite frankly, gotten more hype and more credit for the turnaround of Texas football. And honestly, I think the only reason why a lot of people are not caring talking about Quinn Ewers is because they're saying, oh wow, look at this generational talent that college football is witnessing in Caleb Williams, where he's basically a redefined version of Patrick Mahomes. Or you got Drake May at Carolina, where he's got UNC undefeated and he's got them in the conversation to win the ACC this year, and rightfully so, because Quinn Ewers is a great quarterback in the making. And then you got Shedeur Sanders. Obviously, he's done a great job for what he's done at Colorado, especially what his dad has done in there as well. So obviously, people are distracted with all these different quarterbacks, and it seems to me that a lot of people have forgotten, oh wait, Quinn Ewers is just a great quarterback too, just like these other guys, and he might even be better than all of them as well, because you look at the schedule that Texas has for the rest of the season. I'm thinking if they can beat Oklahoma, they're going to beat all these other teams in the Big 12, because the competition in the Big 12 is quite frankly not that strong. The hardest game left that Texas has is Oklahoma. The tough part of the schedule is already over for the most part. They just got to get past Oklahoma. Now, the thing with Oklahoma is they're having a really good year as well. They've been under the radar. There's a reason why they're a top 12 team in the nation. That's because guys like Dylan Gabriel has been playing really good for Oklahoma. He has been poised. He has been accurate. He's been able to throw the football down the field too. He's been having an underrated season at Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma needs to be getting some more love from the college football committee, but not this week, because I think that Texas is going to ultimately beat out Oklahoma because of the fact that Texas, their team is just more seasoned, they're more mature, and they just seem more ready to win it this year. Quinn Ewers is one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. He is better than Dylan Gabriel. I mean, Dylan Gabriel, he's a great quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he's not on the level of Quinn Ewers. And you look at the running game that Texas has with Jonathan Brooks and with the weapons that they have in the pass game, as well as the fact that Steve Sarkisian is starting to finally get it as a head coach. You look at the roster that Texas has and you're thinking, yeah, they can't possibly lose to Oklahoma. Not in this rivalry. Not now, not this year, not ever with Quinn Ewers at quarterback. Quinn Ewers already beat down this team last year, and that was when Texas wasn't even necessarily that good of a program. Now Texas is getting a lot better, and now they're back as a national power and everything like that, and you're thinking, wow, they have a chance to go ahead and beat down Oklahoma, and I think they're going to go ahead and do that. Do I think they can beat them down 59-0 though? No, I don't see that happening, but could I see something where Texas ends up winning by 14 points after having a close game in the first half? Sure, I could absolutely see that happening, because this is a rivalry game. Oklahoma is not going to get themselves embarrassed in the rivalry game, particularly when they're already having a pretty good year. They're just not going to let that happen on their watch. I do think Texas will end up winning by the score of 41-27 though. I think Quinn Ewers is going to make plays happen down the field. I think Quinn Ewers is going to be poised. I think he's going to continue playing solid football for them. I think he's going to be able to get the ball in playmakers' hands and being able to make playmakers make plays in space. I think Texas is going to continue doing what they've been doing all year long. If I'm Texas, I'm going to keep following the formula that I've been following, keep playing balanced football, keep giving the ball to Jonathan Brooks, keep letting Quinn Ewers make plays down the field, and let Quinn Ewers take ownership of that quarterback position, because right now Texas looks really good in the Big 12. This is their title to lose ultimately, and this game is going to be more or less the same way too. The only way Texas is going to lose to Oklahoma is if they're going to lose the turnover battle. As long as Texas doesn't do anything stupid, they're going to go ahead, beat Oklahoma, and not only will they beat Oklahoma, they'll be able to essentially win the Big 12 as well, as long as they keep playing like this in other games. They've been playing good at the beginning of the year. They just need to keep up with the play that they've been doing. They can't get complacent, but I believe that Steve Sarkisian is going to get those guys straight. I think that Quinn Ewers is a future superstar in the making. I think that he is better than what his numbers are indicating. The reason why his numbers are not that great is because of the fact that they're trying to get Jonathan Brooks some touchdowns, because Steve Sarkisian is kind of a running backs kind of guy. That's one of the reasons why Bijan Robinson was so good for Texas. It's because of the fact that they're trying to boost up running backs, and I think that they're trying to boost up their running back in Jonathan Brooks. But trust me, when you watch the film, Quinn Ewers is doing what he's supposed to do on the film. He's done a great job being poised in the pocket. I can't be more complimentary of him. He is one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. He might not put up the best stats in the world, but when you watch his tape, you're thinking, wow, this guy has a cannon for an arm, and you're thinking this guy has all the poise in the world, and he just knows his role so well for Texas. As long as Quinn Ewers keeps doing what he's doing, then Texas should be fine. They're going to have a legitimate superstar in the making, and I think Texas is going to end up making the college football playoff this year as well. I ultimately see them winning the Big 12. Keep that in mind. So that is why Quinn Ewers is a legitimate superstar in the making, as Texas will beat Oklahoma by the score of 41-27. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @Dustin Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @Dustin Tran and @Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content. That was just produce. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.